Gigging for cumbia sonidera stuff, especially in this world of bootlegs, of badly Xerox covers, no information, how to get the good stuff, it's tricky.
Te canto una cumbia, todo el mundo se emociona.
Well, I'm here in San Francisco for the night, playing a pretty amazing party called Tormenta Tropical, put on by the Bursa Discos guys. About like 2 or 3 years ago, I started getting into like cumbia and other types of sort of like new Latin beats. And this is pretty much like the first party, kind of like the only party in the States, mixing that up with new developments in cumbia with old school stuff. One of the things I liked about the Tormenta Tropical parties here is like, you know, you can see the posters in, like out in the Mission, like in cumbia stores. It's possible to have a variety of people who know cumbia, like, oh yeah, that's like cheesy music I've listened to since I was a kid, and people who are like, oh yes, I've downloaded it from some blog, it's the hot new thing. And the idea to get them both dancing and like rubbing up against each other in the same place, that's where it gets interesting to me. Yeah, we were trying to do footage in the cumbia, the good bootleg stores, but they wouldn't let us. We're going back to the cumbia shop that wouldn't let us film with a regular camera. We're going with this amazing tiny little camera, which is like the size of my cell phone.
Chicas, amargadas. Chicas, amargadas.
Just these tables covered in CDs, all bootlegs. In South America, bootlegging is the same as distribution. There's no real difference between the two. Bootlegging and piracy, it's just a form of getting their music out. For the most part, cumbia is a completely digital phenomenon. These CDs are really popular in most of the planet. These MP3 CDs, often like video CDs as well. So this will have many, they say more than 70 hits. Cumbia started in Colombia, and it's been around, you know, 100 years or something. Sonically speaking, it's not unlike kind of like roots reggae or early ska, as far as, you know, it's like 90 to 100 BPM, sort of a laid-back groove. It's a folk form, and generally, you know, it's widely considered to be sort of like a, you know, like a poor folks music, and so a lot of people look down upon it because of that. This cover with Beyonce and the M&Ms and the animated panda bear. Hopefully this should be
that's Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, they all support this mambo, which it should be pretty like fast, very speedy, like merengue de la calle, mambo violento from Dominican Republic. This is really big in New York right now, and I was just saying it's sort of like what young Dominican kids will listen to sort of piss off their parents. I could be wrong. It could just be like regular mambo, in which case, you know, we still have the nice cover. Ever since I got into cumbia, the number of CDs I have with women in bikinis in the cover has skyrocketed. Now my desk is just covered, there's boobs everywhere, you know. I've been getting kind of like nerdy about it. I'm like, there are these sounds I like to look for. So I'm like, oh, there's certain producers, certain distributors. You have to dig pretty deep. In the last, you know, year or so, I've been digging really deep in Mexican cumbia sonidero. And it's like the new sound system cumbia version. And so it's a lot of crews, you know, it's like really big, and again, it's like an American, you know, North American phenomenon. So it's really big in in New York, really big in Chicago, really big in like Los Angeles. It's like accidentally similar to a Jamaican dance hall, insofar as you'll have a guy with his incredible sound system rig, like laser light shows, the whole deal, speaking through all these like effects, and playing basically dub plates, you know, playing like all these electronically produced cumbia beats. And giving shout-outs to people kind of non-stop throughout the night. As a sound system force, it's probably, you know, it's like the most, probably the more big sound system cultures in the States right now. There's some bands I'm looking for, but I need to go to Mexico to get them. There are like some particular groups, and a lot of these bootleg stores, it's like comps recompiled, the same song will appear in a whole bunch of them, but if you do want to go deep, even because it's all this slippery digital world, I mean, you kind of do need to go to the source, to like the town where they're biggest, to get their mixes and their CDs and stuff.
week on Revision 3, Systems celebrates its 100th episode. Join David and Pat every Monday for brand new episodes.